Hi there, welcome back to Moscow, to a future Russia in our Let's Play Third Rome. Some roleplay on hard. We're just getting into position to storm Kazan. Kazan has recently won a war against the Great Horde, leaving nearly nothing to them. Just Saratov. I just wanted to talk about the Kazan province, the city of Kazan, which resisted the Russian Muscovite troops until 1552 in history, when Ivan the Terrible came and swept over. You cannot say swept, because they really had a long siege to Kazan, and finally some English artillerymen also helped to undermine the walls of Kazan, and finally, in a battle and in a siege where 150,000 Muscovite soldiers were involved, they beat the Tatars. They destroyed mosques. It was really a fight of power, of faith, of incredible cruelty, which is why Ivan the Terrible got his name from. And we'll end now building the spy network, because this is such a good opportunity for us to strike Kazan. We'll also set the army maintenance to full, prepare for our war taxes, and we'll get into position. And we've just been announced rival as well. Trade League has been disbanded again. I'll wait for 1 month. So now we're nearly full in our morale. We can now attack Kazan. Declare war. Could humiliate the rival. We don't want that. We want to take Kazan. That's really the goal. Kazan will say yes. We'll need to spend favors. Huh? We don't need them to join. Just go for the war. We can call allies, but we'll only call war taxes for 2 years. Now, where's our best general? I believe it is Bibikov. We'll move him in here, into Vedasuvar. And we'll move these guys into Ishkar. The rest is our reserves. They are moving to Bolgar right now. That's very odd. Look at that. Rostov is coming. We might help them. Oh, Lithuania is considered a great... What a stability drop. Oh my god. At this moment of triumph, where he starts his crusade, our Knyaz dies, probably in a Ivan the Great, as he's truly called, probably in a joyous celebration that the campaign now starts. He's losing his mind and his life, and we're now playing with Grand Knyaz Yuri II Rurikovich, with at least a reduced stability cost modifier. Ooh. We'll have to move on, though. We'll have to move on. Now, these are the backup troops for the Rostovs and the Odoyev's troops. And this is our true army, and they will go and try to take Kazan right now. Udmurtia also. I have to always look that... Oh, oh my god. Maybe we need to go into Perm and take that first. We are far from being in trouble here. I will move into Simbirsk. I'll support army. We have a promising trader. We need to find a job for him. Our free trade policies, do we have these? Are forcing our merchants to become more innovative. One in particular looks like could become a great man. 50% cheaper for our country to employ. Would we be interested in a trader? Let's look at the Grand Kniaz. He's definitely interested in diplomacy. We would be interested in a trader, of course. Josef von Knorring. How old is Jakim Shuvalov? Yeah, he has a good diplomatic reputation, but he's getting old, and we want to replace him with Josef von Knorring. He's born in Moscow, so he probably is a youth friend of Yuri, or probably maybe the uncle of like the brother or the child of an advisor even. Maybe he's from the family of Sergei von Knorring, so he's known to the court. We'll employ him. Improving relations with Rostov. Can we integrate them already? Would be a pet project that cannot... Yeah, we need to be at peace, of course. We could give Odoyev some love through a royal marriage. There's the troop. They are moving on and on. They're moving away. Very odd. Perm is now under our... We would still need to do that. My god. We'll move... Yeah, we'll stay here for a while. That's best. Of course, Ryazan would like to help. Can we move to Bulgaria? Yes, we can. Where are they moving? Polusk, they are moving to Samara. 8th of December. And now. Should move away there to Samara. And we can now move to that province, Bashgird. Should do that too. Oh my god, that's... Oh, that's not that... Oh my god. We need to stop this, we need to move here. That was not a good idea. Oh, the Battle of Samara. We have lost that. Akheb Titanhusen has... gained the battlefield medic trait, but now we're going in with our main army and we're eliminating the full Kazan army. My god. Oh, look at that. We were beaten. That was... Oh god, that was a death toll. Moving to Kostroma to recover. That's good. Now we won that battle too. And we'll move back into Kazan. What a battle. Thankfully we have our field medic here. Battlefield medic. Reinforced speed 33%. Really great. Rostov is fully recovered. Let's go for Odoyev and give them some love. Influence? No. Relations. I always don't see it. I unsee it. I don't know what I'm doing there. They're rebuilding their armies quickly. But we'll come back. There's no problem. We've lost a lot of manpower though, so we could use, like, just in case, we could call for additional levies, even if they're losing a lot of loyalty then, but it should be better. Maintenance goes up a bit, but it's like it's a safety measure. And here, Odoyev. Getting back to full speed. And yeah, we're also moving back with Akim Tiesenhusen. Here, look at that. There's another Kazani army. Doing what they can. Oh, there's Akim. Probably he's of Arab origin. Hakim or something. Move over here. Moving around. We have some unrest. We're in trouble a bit. Where are they coming to? Inglino? Got no clue. What's going on there? Must be occupied Bashkortostan. Good for us. Could we move in here? No. We can now... we're relatively safe here. A siege is going forward. Also this siege. A great army. They're moving to Bashgird. But what they don't know... Support for the war. As we've declared that we will wage war on our religious enemies, the people have swung behind the war effort. Lose to war exhaustion. The clergy is helping. 6th of March, 7th of March. Yes, they will be there, and then we'll have support. Tiesenhusen and his son Arkady. This battle might be a great battle. Let's look at it a little bit closer. Full broth. The attack. Oh my god, we're in the defense, of course, because we're sieging the province. Nasiri is really a good general. But we have Arkady, who is good in shock. Rolling so terrible here. But sometimes we're rolling good, and that is enough with so many men. Aha. Burgers estate. Much less influential now. Look at that. Ruzan is really crazy good. Moving away. Arkady Tiesenhusen also has gained the battlefield medic trait. Oh god. Need to move away with one of these armies. The Bashgird siege we have also won. Now we're at 99%, and that should be enough, of course. Their war enthusiasm is low, of course, and our participation was 100%. We can go for a peace deal now. What would we want? What would we want? Do we want Kazan? All the claims we have. Maybe something more than that even. 43% overextension. Maybe nothing more. Maybe it's okay that way. 43% is quite something. I mean, we could go for Ishkar. 48. That's over 50. That is something we cannot do. Yeah, we can go for Ishkar too. Should be in. Yeah, and we also have a claim there. So what else would we want? Return some cores? Not really. Revoke? Not really. Release nations? Not really. We don't want to weaken them that much. Go for war reparations. 10 years. And for some money. Give us some inflation, but that's not bad. Yeah, that's what we should do. More wouldn't be... Enforced military access is something we could gain. It'd give us more prestige. Can't be cancelled until the truce is over. No, we would get another diplomatic relation, and we want that with another country. So we'll not go over the top of this. We've gained all we wanted. And we'll send the demand. It was like a blitzkrieg, if you want so. Our casualties were much higher than the ones of the Kazani. Ooh. Now they are not our rival anymore. And we have to do a lot. What could we core? We could core everything. We have nearly no war exhaustion, which is good. We should start with coring everything. Just like that. Instantly. We have a lot of separatists. Thankfully we have the Oprichnina. Go back into the country. Let's see where we can move. Maybe to Vyatka. Maybe to Perm now. Good supply limit. That's a good development, Perm. That guy can go to Vyatka, maybe. To Vyatka. You could stay in Kazan. Yeah, you should maybe stay in Kazan, you guys. Then we can decrease the army maintenance again. Like to around half. Then we need to see what Yuri wants to do. Because that is the question now. Personal union of monarch death. Oh my god. Succession war between Ryazan and Lithuania. Can we get some more royal marriages? Rostov. No. Well, that's really a problem, right? The lack of royal marriages. Boyars are also making trouble a bit. What could we do to appease them? Calling a diet, that would increase their influence even more. That's not good. And we can only wait. Clergy can maybe help us. Could seek their support. No. Make a generous donation? Not really. And we have gained a lot. Exiled armies, casualties, provincial unrest. Ooh, that is quite high. Our corruption is even growing. We need to increase our anti-corruption efforts. What is Yuri? He's probably like a diplomat. He's calm and probably a little bit friendly. He's probably calming the waves now. Wants to bring the country order and peace with his low military skill. He looked to core everything, to maybe develop a little bit more into a peaceful nation, and development would be good, more research, more converting. We need a new rival. Oh my god. He really doesn't want a new rival. He's just like that. France would be a rival. Will we go for France? France is weaker than us? That can only be a joke, right? Castile. Hungary. Maybe Hungary. Poland. Poland would be terrible, as would be Hungary. Poland is not landlocked anymore, which is terrible for us. They have no navy. No, we have no navy. What should we stop there? What is far away and not really? The weakest rival is Hungary. Tends to go for the weakest ones, as he's weak militarily. And we can really send Sergei von Knorring to Rostov. And we might just annex them. It's a diplomatic way of our ruler, Andrei. Not Andrei. Yuri Rurikovich. We could really, like Simbirsk, that would be something. We could give that to oh my god. We could give that to the Cossacks even. Might be something with that. Kazani is wow. Simbirsk is steppes. But we cannot give it at the moment, if I'm right. That is terrible how they are developed, right? Look at that. Just now embracing the Renaissance because of us going there. Kazan too. This is a time of great need. Thankful to have our abilities here. We have now agricultural intensification. An unusually prolonged period of peace and stability. What? Well, we had that war recently, if you remember. Has allowed the peasants in large monastic and boyar estates to begin to adopt more modern farming techniques. Slash and burn remains the norm across large parts of our realm, but with the spread of crop rotation, the population in parts of our realm is growing significantly. Excellent. Base production goes up, which is also something our Kniaz Yuri would like. Of course, like diplomacy is also tied to production. So we're probably also someone to seek cultural unity. So he might go again, as he's not that much for a balance. He's probably more like focused in diplomacy because it's the only thing he really knows how to do. So he might focus on that, and he might choose the focus once it's possible. Also increase the cultural unity, so he might convert cultures and develop like the production part. Might also build workshops and maybe even establish some kind of small fleet to defend here. The Protestant Reformation. Does this mean the Age of Discovery ends before we have 4 fifth centers of trade? Oh, come on. We want that chance. Age of Discovery is ending in 120 months. All splendor and abilities will be cleared and a new set of objectives will be available. Ooh. 120 months? Well, we can still reach that one goal then. We can purchase another ability. Let's see. What would be good at the time? Higher developed colonies, improved war taxes. It's for naught. It's not really needed. Maybe... I don't know. Just in case, improved war taxes or higher developed colonies? No, we'll go for war taxes. It's because it has helped us a lot of times, the war taxes. Can also go for some progress here. Pike and shot. Would he go for progress in military technology? Probably rather for progress than for regimental camps or something like that. So not ahead of time by much, but we have a neighbor bonus, so it's okay to go for it. We still have that mission of his father. If we cancel the mission, because it's a mission that doesn't really fit him. It's like anti-diplomatic, so we'll stop that mission. We'll wait for a new one. More going the diplomatic way. Yuri. Will he also be known as the Great? Probably not. Maybe Yuri the Efficient. People want to hire condottieri from us, but we don't want that. Rooting out corruption. Total yearly change of increase of corruption, no? There we go. Disappears again. We have a lot of provincial unrest. It's really not good. And we need a wife. Find him a wife. Shouldn't be that hard, right? Can we marry into Tver? Not really. We've got some corruption. We should read it out. It's currently 0, but it's called 1. What? How's our great power status? Oh, we're doing relatively well. And we're integrating Rostov now. Integration is a slow process, so... Our irresistible proposal of annexation was followed. And we have seen casualties somewhere. Oh, that army now. 47. We might just use these and disarm them. They might wander over here. Support independence from Sweden. This means we will be called to war should they launch a war of liberation. I mean, Ivan the Great would have done this. But I think Yuri wants peace. He's more the diplomat. He doesn't want to support the independence of Sweden at the cost of a war at the moment. The country was plagued by war in his view, and it's time to reform the institutions, to bring peace there. To unite it again under the Orthodox faith. Things like that. With the help of Josef von Knorrig, he also seeks to get more income here. Look at that, we're getting a lot of income from Kazan. Oh, now, the birth of colonialism. Discovery of the New World now, well, now, okay, has heralded a new era not only for the colonizers and the colonized. This has led to a spread of materials and techniques as well as a realization of the vast size of the globe. Animals, crop types, silver and diseases spread across the Atlantic. The first steps have been taken towards a truly global economy. As foreign lands and people are mapped and documented, ideas as well as religious and philosophical debate become more and more colored by what we have found in overseas societies. Great minds feel the need to question what was once truth, and from Valladolid to Fatehpur Sikri, the nature of the world is now up for debate. This changes everything. Colonialism institution. We'll have to look into that. What do we need for that? Nearby friendly province has colonialism. Port of or capital of country with a new world colonial nation. My god, how are we going to get that? It's going to be terrible. We need to go for a diplomatic check right now. We have the non-possessor movement. The church is again a large landowner, so we could support the church or support the movement. And let's have a look. Probably also like tending to the church a bit, and this is up in 8 years, so it doesn't hurt. We're not afraid of the inflation. We'll support the patriarchs. Protestantism. There are fewer people who observe Lent. Without the 40 days... Aha. The demand for fish is plummeting. Because of the Protestants. My God. Influence of religion on trade. That's what we're learning right now. You can join the army. A new mission too. Oh, what would be it? What would be good? Creating a proper fleet. And that would be something that is for Yuri, right? He's a trader, he's a diplomat. That is also diplomatic, but it's also like warish. Creating a proper fleet might be the thing he wants to go for. We might build ships here. In Kolmogorey or somewhere else. Let's see. Maybe we even want to build something to spread that further. To improve that. Maybe a dock. Or a shipyard even. Yeah, a shipyard. Why not a shipyard? The Kolmogorey shipyard. Maybe not here, maybe it would be done better in Mezen. That is like all about fish. I mean, this is a trade center. And on the other hand, Mezen is quite not the best province. It would be great for ships, maybe. On the other hand, they only have... they also have local goods produced. Maybe we'll just go for that mission. And build some ships here. Maybe that's the easiest thing to do. Let's build some barks. Light ships. Bring forward the trade. And we need sailors, okay. And that's limiting the growth of our ships. Gain 5 each month. Oh my god. That's really terrible. But well, what can you do? Hungary is now announcing us as rivals. Because we've called them a rival, right? This is that war of ours. Oh, what a peaceful time we have here. Building a fleet, maybe setting a focus. Doing all that. It's good for the country. Even the separatists will maybe not progress too much. And we still have support of Prichina. It will help us in that case. We might just use it right now. Call for the Oprichina to purge all the rebels here. Will we build a great palace? Monarchs were often struggling with ways to subdue the nobility. The rise of firearms reduced the nobles' role as warriors, but left them with, in the eyes of the monarchs, too much idle time. Some monarchs created great new palaces with elaborate court rituals to dazzle the nobles and keep them occupied. Versailles is the greatest expression of this movement. And will we build the palace? Or will we not build it? We will, of course, build the palace. I mean, he's probably into these things. I mean, it's a great symbol for the people and all kinds of things like that. So he'll build the palace. We can also invest in a new idea, either, or invest in a new technology. Later on, though. And he's not so religious. Even though the religious traditions that give us prestige would be something. But he's not as religious, and he might just wait for the Renaissance thought. As he thinks himself a modern one, a reformer, a diplomat. That's probably how he would tick if he's calm. He would say, hey, yes, now let's look at this idea. He's a young one. He's still looking to the new things, so he might want that new idea of Renaissance thought, and as he's a diplomat, he might go into a diplomatic idea here. And what could that be? I mean, we're nearing the age of colonialism and maybe trade. So many trade centers. Maybe trade would be something he would go for as a diplomat. Maybe he would go for diplomatic ideas. Improving relations. Province war cost goes down. Diplomatic cost goes down. Maybe influence. There's a lot to choose from. Maybe not the maritime or the exploration ideas, but even the exploration ideas could be worth something. We'll think about that. Is he one to go into the new world or to discover a new world? Just at his doorstep? We have heard of Pelim and Tura. That might be where lies our future. It is an expansion that is peaceful. And so that might be the way to go for him. So, thank you for watching. We'll see about the decisions we make in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you, and Washovi loves you and wants to see you again. So join in again in the next episode. Have a good time. Until then.